Hi guys, so I'm here with my very first Financial Friday video. I have pinched that term from lots of other YouTubers doing Dave Ramsey because I like it. I like giving videos a title, I like having set routine. So we're going to go with that. It doesn't mean there'll be a video every Friday, it just means that when I post a finances video it will be on a Friday. So today I'm here for my first one. I've already explained the Dave Ramsey plan, not totally but enough I think. So I'm going to tell you how it applies to us and what we are doing to budget and what I use to budget. So first thing is this. I'm going to take the band off for you. This is my Erin Condren notebook. You do not need one of these. I had referral credits, bought this one, just got a voucher, so I'm going to be buying another one with a built-in calendar because I think that'll be even more helpful. But this is what I've used for our first 2 full budgeting months. So I'll just show you real quick. In the very front we have this. I've covered some up. You don't need to see all of it. I'm not ready to share figures yet. I will eventually, but I'm not ready yet. Okay, in the front I made this sticker which has our Stet Snowball. You can see these top 2 have paid off and the third one will be paid off this month also. Okay, the first page, I may well end up doing a separate video on this. The very first page I use is for our income, and I list all of the income that we have. Then I go into bills, which is here. So I have household bills like council tax, our gas and electric, our TV license. Then I have travel. So my husband takes the bus to work, so we have to account for bus, we account for my car petrol, my car tax, my service plan which I have on my car. I'm not sure if this is something Dave Ramsey would recommend. It's a bit like an extended warranty, but I like to have my car serviced. I got it, I only had a few thousand miles on when I got it. It was quite new. It was like an ex-demonstrator. So I like to have it serviced so that it can keep up its record. And the service plan was relatively cheap. You pay every month and your service is free, which I worked it out, and what I pay every month is less than a regular service. Car insurance. Then I have a little list of other insurances. Pet insurance. This question comes up quite a bit. I do recommend pet insurance. Totally depends on the individual. Then home insurance, and we also have insurance on our phones. That's quite important when you have an autistic child who will throw your stuff. Phones and iPads get broken. Insurance is better than buying a new one. Then we have entertainment. In the very first month that we budgeted, we had Sky, which now is something like a quarter of the bill it used to be. We got rid of Sky TV. Terrifying. We also have Netflix, WWE, which my husband gets. Then we put aside money for Amazon Prime as well. And we also put aside money for cinema trips or days out trips. We haven't actually used that in the same way I thought we were going to, but we do have it. Then we budget for food. We have 2 separate food budgets, one for groceries and one for restaurants or takeaway. We do takeaway more often than restaurants. Then we have our mobile phone bills. Then we have the boys' money, anything that needs to come out for them. So my son's snack at school, you have to pay for that, and my other son's creche. We also pay into savings accounts for them. Now I do know that Dave Ramsey would say don't do that, but it's their money. We don't see it as our money. We've been paying it for a while, and we actually pay it because we get a really good interest rate at the end of a year, and I'm not stopping it when we haven't got that interest rate. Then we have our sinking funds. It's just here. Nice long list. That has changed. I'll explain that in a moment. So then we have pocket money, which is blow money for me and my husband. Then we have our debt snowball, and I also wrote down any extras that we made or any extras that we spent. That was the first month, so we spent quite a bit different. Then I have a notes page. The notes page, I make little notes of things that we're going to have to add in next month or things that we haven't necessarily thought about. So our sinking funds now are that bit larger, but I'm going to just quickly explain those. Sinking funds are a way of saving for expenses you know are coming, but you don't have them on a regular basis. So they're not gas, they're not electric, they're not things that come out every month without fail. They are car insurance, which you pay for once a year, or if you're me, you pay for monthly on a credit basis, which means I do pay extra in order to pay monthly. So that's going to change. So a couple of our sinking funds, we actually have 6, are for insurances, car, home and pet insurance, car tax, TV license and a charity. Those sinking funds are being put into at the moment so that when I'll use car insurance as an example. In May, my car insurance is due for renewal. I pay currently, I'll find it, £24 a month car insurance. So I have set up a sinking fund for £25 a month. So by May, I will have enough to pay for car insurance off the bat, no question. There may be that it's slightly less than we need, in which case we can readdress that, but we'll be able to cash flow the difference. We'll be able to take it somewhere from our budget. So it means that come May, I just pay my car insurance and I only have one payment then. So at the moment, I'm essentially paying £50 to car insurance, but that is so that in the future, I'm not paying it monthly to the insurance company. I'm paying it monthly to myself, getting the benefit from it and waiting until it's due to be paid. So, for example, pet insurance, £44 is in my sinking fund. We only pay £22 a month to them, but I needed 44 so that by the time the first one was due for renewal, we had enough. So that is pretty much how sinking funds work. We also do one for Christmas, birthdays, vet expenses like worming tablets if they have to go to the vet for an emergency. Because you do have a deductible to pay, which in the UK we call an excess. You have an excess to pay on insurance. So if I took them to the vet and it was going to cost £3,000, my excess would be £150. So I do need some sort of fund where I can gain access to that money, although I do think in that situation you could use your emergency fund. I also have one for dentist and one for optician. Optician is mainly if we need to get new glasses because our eye tests are free in this country, but if we need new glasses or anything like that, we're going to need to budget for it. One thing we don't need to budget for here is medical bills because the NHS is completely free. If you're in England, you would have to budget for prescriptions. So if you had any expected prescriptions, regular payments, you should budget for those. We're in Scotland, so we currently get free prescriptions, so I don't need to worry about that so much. I do think though we budget like medical spending for us would literally be things like paracetamol and ibuprofen or Calpol for the children, so I just include that in my grocery budget. And then after you've paid all of those bills, including paying into your sinking funds, what's left over should be thrown at your debt. So we have a relatively healthy amount to throw at our debt. It's not bad anyway. So how I do that is I write out our budget for the month. I've wrote out October's in the middle of September, and I would probably do the same for November. I'll probably write it soon. It's the 10th of October just now. Our month starts on the 24th, so from the 24th of October to the 24th of November will be our next month. I also use, this is my Erin Condren Life Planner, I use this to mark down bills that are coming in. So these pound signs here mark our income days. And then I have a bill tracker down the side. This doesn't have amounts or dates, I just use this to mark off if something has come out. It's a quick, easy way of doing it. I don't need to have my entire financial stuff with me. I can just mark that off real quick. And same up here. So I do use that for budgeting. I use a cash box. Inside my cash box are a very large stack of envelopes. Now, I personally like to keep all of our sinking funds in envelopes. So I even have car insurance sinking fund. I know lots of people keep it in the bank. That's fine too. But our downfall appears to be money in the bank. If we see it there, we spend it. So whereas cash, I really begrudge handing over cash. So the whole cash envelope system is working very well for us. But it means we have this sinking funds in our house So they're locked away in a cash box. Totally locked away, unaccessible to people. My other useful tool when budgeting and doing the Dave Ramsey programme would be my wallet. Yes, I have a Doctor Who wallet. This did not come this way. I altered it slightly. I have ordered a better one on Etsy. That sounds terrible. I ordered it a long time ago. It's going to take 8 weeks to get here. Should be here soon. Which has 6 envelopes, which will be much more helpful for me. But it has card slots and it has these 2 envelopes which I sewed in. So you can see that it's got stitching there. This is my little section, this bit with notes, and this zip. This is my fun money. This one is for toiletries and nappies. And this one is groceries. So I take out my grocery money, I do it in stages throughout the month, put it into here. And then I keep all our receipts in here as the month goes on, and I keep like my Tesco's card. Come here. Look.
Wee.
Look.
Oh yeah, you can.
Say hi.
Hi. You can.
Yeah, you can let Mummy finish?
Yeah.
Okay. So this really helps me out because I get my cash is in my wallet.
Cool, Mommy.
Cool. My groceries money is in here.
Yeah.
It's much more sensible.
Yeah, Mommy.
Yeah, Mummy. Now, if I know I'm going to be going somewhere, for example, I went and bought clothes for the little ones today,
Oh.
I take this with me.
Look at Mommy.
This is Mummy's Kate Spade pencil case.
Cool.
And in it fits the envelopes out of our cash box perfectly.
Oh yeah, Mommy. Look at.
Sorry.
Look at.
So, that is pretty much how we budget for the month. Right, you have to stand really quiet. That is pretty much how we budget for the month. And the tools that I use to budget.
Look at Mom. I got your key. I got your key.
Right, go like this. Okay, so that is how we budget for the month. And the tools that I use to do so. I will go over my budget more in depth at another time when I don't have the toddler. And yeah, that is how we have started out. I can see things that are going to need to change and how we can change them. If anybody has any questions or there's anything they'd like me to do a video on relating to the Financial Fridays, please ask me down below, or you can find me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram name just here.
My mom.
Seriously. I'll put my Instagram name here. And it's a monkey.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching, guys, and I'm sorry we got interrupted by a toddler, but this is mum life, this is family life, and this is why we're budgeting, because this and his little brother are more important to us than anything else, and we don't want to be passing down bad habits to them. He has enough already.